Welcome to lesson number 14 in A Course in Miracles. And it's such a joy to see that group taking part as subscribers is growing rapidly. And it makes me so happy and full of inspiration, because then I'm not alone investigating and searching for my path in these lessons and in this wonderful book, A Course in Miracles. So thank you for listening and viewing and taking part of this discovering together. So I will start reading now the lesson number 14. God did not create a meaningless world. The idea for today is, of course, the reason why a meaningless world is impossible. What God did not create does not exist. And everything that does exist exists as He created it. And everything that does exist exists as He created it. The world you see has nothing to do with reality. It is of your own making, and it does not exist. I will go on and come back. The exercises for today are to be practiced with eyes closed throughout. The mind-searching period should be short, a minute at most. Do not have more than 3 practice periods with today's idea unless you find them comfortable. If you do, it will be because you really understand what they are for. So that is very exciting to see how this will land in me this time. As I have mentioned before, it's not the first time with these lessons. So we will see. The idea for today is another step in learning to let go the thoughts that you have written on the world, and see the word of God in their place. The early steps in this exchange, which can truly be called salvation, can be quite difficult and even quite painful. Some of them will lead you directly into fear. You will not be left there. You will go far beyond it. Our direction is toward perfect safety and perfect peace. I will read that again. As in the beginning of this lesson, feelings and emotion started in me. And this last sentence was very soothing and calming, so I will read it again. Our direction is toward perfect safety and perfect peace. With eyes closed, think of all the horrors in the world that cross your mind. Name each one as it occurs to you, and then deny its reality. God did not create it, and so it is not real. Say, for example, God did not create that war. God did not create that airplane crash. And so it is not real. God did not create that disaster, and so it is not real. I feel like I'm denying something that is very important. And I am also open to that is my wired, programmed pattern, that it is horrible what is happening, and we all know what is happening in the world, on the internet, between people. We all know. And I'm taken aback here because I'm off guard. As I think one should be off guard reading these texts, these lessons, this book. And when the pictures that I have in my hard disk, horrible picture too, of course, that will never go away, I feel that it can hurt me to be off guard and to close my eyes and have these pictures. So this is really challenging. And so it's good not to be alone and to know that I have you out there. And I have Tokyo online. So I will continue. Suitable subjects for the application of today's idea also include anything you are afraid might happen to you or anyone about whom you are concerned. In each case, name the disaster quite specifically. Do not use general terms. For example, do not say, God did not create illness, but God did not create cancer or heart attacks or whatever may arouse fear in you, and that arises fear in me. This is your personal repertory of horrors. I think repertory is repertoire, my bank of horrors. This is your personal repertory of horrors at which you are looking. These things are part of the world you see. It is. I see that world too. And I have very strongly in my life. Okay, I will not confuse myself by going into reflections too early. It's too early. It's premature. I just have to take in the text. Okay. These things are part of the world you see. I agree to that. Some of them are shared illusions, and others are part of your personal hell. It does not matter. What God did not create can only be in your own mind, apart from His. Therefore, it has no meaning. In recognition of this fact, conclude the practice periods by repeating today's idea. God did not create a meaningless world. Okay. The idea for today can, of course, be applied to anything that disturbs you during the day. Aside from the practice periods, be very specific in applying it. Say, God did not create a meaningless world. He did not create, and then in brackets, specify the situation which is disturbing you, and so it's not real. Oh, so I say, oh, what? God did not say, God did not create a meaningless world. And then? He did not create, okay, I will not plant anything in these videos that you don't have. So my pictures of horror and things I have taken part of in my life, in news and happenings and films and pictures and whatever horrors. And of course, as I said, a lot is stored in me, in my memory bank, and I don't want to go there. But as I understand it, this is the purpose of this lesson, so I go there. And I go there because I'm not alone. I have somebody talking through A Course in Miracles in the lessons who will hold me safely as I go into these darkest thoughts and pictures and, But I don't want to plant on anyone. You have your own. We all have our own, okay? So, okay. God did not create a meaningless world. He did not create... Okay. And so it's not real. I'm turning to Tokyo now. I'm kind of empty. Good evening, good afternoon, Tokyo.
Yeah, good evening, Tokyo. Oh no, I'm sorry. Good evening from Tokyo. I'm in Tokyo. You're in Sweden.
I'm in Stockholm.
Yeah,
You had a hard day.
Chapter, it's a heavy chapter, isn't it?
Very much so.
But I thought the beginning was great, wasn't it? About that nothing, sort of a spin-off of the last chapter, saying, the last chapter said, if you remember, that nothing unreal can exist. And here it said that nothing that exists is not created by God.
Yes.
And so it really is something I think about all the time. What people say, well, you shouldn't just look at what you want to see, or you shouldn't see the reality as you want to see it. You should see it as it is. Well, yeah, you should see it like you want to see it. because it's that's where life energy and the will to sort of that's where happiness lies, in seeing something the way, looking at what you want to look at and turning away from the things you don't want to look at. So yeah, I just thought it was great, it's seeing things and remembering that they were created by God. And if you don't like to look at something, well, look away. I think that's probably what me just guessing, maybe that's what the next chapter is going to be about. What to do when you see something that you don't like to look at, a situation, a person, a thing, or whatever. And I think it's going to say, we'll just let it be there and go away, So it's a focused problem. Anyway, it got a little bit sort of off track. I'm sorry about that. But
no, it's very good that you.
Chapter.
It's very good that you're on this track, because I know, of course, you and I have been talking about this before, and this is one of the questions that when I was in Rishikesh and other situations too, when wise and enlightened people have been there, so one can ask questions. For example, this is the most. I ask this question over and over again myself in different situations, and I never understand the answer. So let's look under these stones in a Socratic way, you and I. What is the difference between looking away and focus on the good and wishful thinking? Because these things are real to me. They are actually happening. What is the difference between wishful thinking and La La Land? Because if you look away, you don't help. Can you be helpful? I know that there is an answer in this book, but where I am now in my understanding, I'm still there in this question.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. I never understand what's so bad about La La Land, It's why not be in that and work from there. And if somebody doesn't like it, well, it's their problem, So I don't know. I think what tells us inside, well, if you just do what you want to do, then it's gonna be bad for the world, and you're gonna be in La La Land, and you'll be an idiot, and people will laugh at you. I think that part of the human being, which is telling everybody that, is that's what's called the shadow in psychology, or the devil in religion, or the pain body in a lot of spiritual practices nowadays. It's so I don't know. La La Land sounds pretty good.
Tell me, I take an example, because I feel strongly that you and I are on different levels here, and I'm on a lower level. I will take an example, just an example. I'm a doctor, and I walk, and I see somebody, getting injured severely, and I go like, oh, I don't want to work today, and I look away. I don't focus on that. Blah, blah, blah. That's a very rough example, but you get the point, don't you? That can I be helpful to the world? Am I helpful if I focus on the good and no, nothing horrible is happening in the world to people and to children, no, animals? Can I be helpful?
Yeah. When has that sort of extreme thing that you suddenly became a doctor and then you saw somebody dying and you had to help them and you look away? When has that ever happened? I mean, that's just your mind playing tricks, isn't it? So I think those sort of examples. I'm sorry, if I'm attacking the thing you just said.
You attacked attacked my question. No, but we are having a dialogue here.
Yeah.
I know that this book, maybe we should not go into too complicated discussions.
Being detached and just pretending that the thing is that if you live in La La Land in a bad way and you're just pretending not to see things, and well, then you are seeing them, So if you imagine somebody who is just, let's say that a parent has a conversation with their child and the child is bringing up a very real problem, and the parent just says, well, that's not a problem, just, no, it doesn't matter. It's the parent is trying to escape from the problem. And so the parent is seeing the problem. It's not actually living in La La Land. It's just pretending to be, but actually not seeing things as problems, but seeing how they can be solved. That's where life energy comes from. That's what the Chinese they call it qi, or the Japanese ki. It's that sort of energy-filled thinking. So that's what La La Land should mean. So I'm not sure if this thing that's mentioned most commonly, oh, I don't want to live in La La Land, I don't want to be, a person not being able to see reality. I'm not sure that's a very relevant question. It's, I don't know if that makes sense, but.
Thank you very much. As far as where I'm now, because I hear myself saying to friends, people who ask me about why we do this, and maybe they are not taking part of the same spiritual journey I'm on. The same spiritual journey. What is that? Doesn't mean anything, but I think you get it. Maybe it has to do with seeing, but not be in reaction. And I think we touched that before. I touched that before. I think we because I know that people are actually viewing these videos, and then I feel a we energy. But this is me getting along with the text in Course in Miracles. And well, this is so exciting because it does not make sense again to me. But deep inside, I have a feeling that it makes sense, that I can understand it. So thank you again for having taken part of this video. And I'm looking so much forward to continue on this quest. And please like and subscribe, and give me comments and critics too, because that's very, very helpful. Thank you so much.